hand down and cross your right hand on top and go into the overhand weave. Counterclockwise pinwheel. You're going to bring your left hand down, keep it on the screen side of your body, so in front of your body. Then as you turn left, cross your right arm over the top of it to go into the overhand weave. Both of them come up from the left. From here, you bring your left hand down and cross your right hand over the top as you turn. When we do the pinwheel, we want the circle to be like our hip line. We want it in front of us so that the hip line is parallel to the circle of the pinwheel, right? Pinwheels, this would be true for butterflies as well. Versus the weave, we want that on our side plane. So when you just turn from your weave and you're turning to your pinwheel, you want to turn 90 degrees, but you want to keep the poi in the same line with themselves, right? So that's how you make it flow and look pretty, is you maintain the planes of the moves. The pinwheel, this move, is a front to back move. The weaves are on the side of the body, right? So you shouldn't be turning like this in your pinwheel. Just like you shouldn't be turning like this in your weave. Like if the audience is the camera, you want to be like this in your weave, and like this in your pinwheel, like this in your weave, like this in your pinwheel. So when you turn, you really want to you're trying to preserve the plane for the perspective of the audience. So you didn't quite turn 90 degrees when you went into your pinwheel. So it looks something like this. You turned and then you were like this instead of this. No, but so part of what you're actually trying to maintain is clarity of the lines relative to the audience. And it's totally fine if you break the rules, but you at least should know how to execute the rules to begin with. And then from here, when your left hand is on top, turn to the right to come back up into the pinwheel. When you get it, you're here like this. This poi stays where it is. Your left poi stays where it is, so that would look like this from the back. The left poi stays where it is. And then the right poi comes up first, and then the left one follows into the pinwheel. So this way, overhand. Over, under, home. Okay, now when the right poi is under the left, pull it all the way back behind your head and just go back to front in that pinwheel. So when you're in over, under, home, over, under, home. When you're in the under position, pull it from under, turn, and go back behind your head. When you're in the weave, over, under, home, over, under, home. From the under position, turn right and pull it back directly behind your head. And then your left one will follow. So let's try it with both hands. You're in your weave. When the right one is underneath, right here, you're going to turn to the right and come up into the counterclockwise pinwheel. So over, under, home. Now when the left one is over, because that's when the right one is under, you're going to pull the right one behind your head, do a second beat with your left hand, and just turn your body. So we're in the weave, and then when the over, under, home, and the left is in the over position, the right will come back behind the head, and the left one follows while it does a second beat before it goes behind the head. Together, over, under, home, over, under, home. Now pull the right one behind, and then the left one follows. Let's try it again with the right hand engaged with the left poi spinning. Okay, now when the right is on bottom, pull the right one behind your head and keep the left one in the same direction as you pull it up into the pinwheel. From this overhand weave, we'll turn 90 degrees to the right. When the left hand is on top, pull your right hand behind your head and follow with the left. Let's see what happens. Right. Well, it may not happen, but that's okay. That's what we practice for. When the left one is on top, pull the right one behind and let the left one follow and come up into the counterclockwise pinwheel. Here, try this. You're here. Both of them are here. Pull them up into the counterclockwise pinwheel. Bring your left hand down and cross with your right. And now bring your right hand up behind your head, follow with your left. And now bring your left hand down, cross over with the right. And now when the left one comes over the top, pull your right one behind, follow with your left after it does the second beat. Bring your left hand down and cross the right one on top. Now, when your left hand is on top, turn to the right, pull your right hand back behind your head, follow with the left, and you come into the counterclockwise pinwheel. And then we'll come back down to the weave by bringing the left hand down on the front and crossing the right one over the top. So when the left one's on top, you pull it up, come up into counterclockwise pinwheel, and then bring your left hand down, cross your right hand on top, and go down into overhand weave. Here's what you actually did, whether you knew you were doing it or not. So you successfully went from the counterclockwise pinwheel, you came down on the left into the overhand weave. Then when the left was on top and the right was underneath, you pulled it back up into the counterclockwise pinwheel. So to match what you did last week, you'll bring the left down and then cross with the right to come down on your left side and overhand, and then you'll pull it up with the right leading, left following into the counterclockwise pinwheel, and you can just practice going between this overhand and counterclockwise. But then you can connect it to what you did last week, where you go from here down to underhand. So then you'll have underhand to counterclockwise, to overhand to counterclockwise, to underhand to counterclockwise, to overhand to counterclockwise, to underhand to counterclockwise, to overhand to counterclockwise, to underhand to counterclockwise.